We arrived in Osaka early in the morning and were thankfully picked up by friends. After a warm welcome, we headed straight to Katsuoji Temple. Katsuoji is a beautiful Buddhist temple, founded in the year 1765, and today it's especially famous for its Daguma dolls, which symbolize perseverance and good luck. Afterwards, we went into the city center and spent some time exploring. The next day started with a bit of surprise and excitement. We stumbled into a small local street festival. Later, my friends and I showed my mother Dotonbori. In the afternoon, we went to Nara with our friend Toshi to try pottery making, which was such a fun and creative experience. Toshi also took us to watch his young son during a kendo class. We even played a little game where you could win a free drink. It was really a warm and heartful evening, and saying goodbye afterwards was not easy. On day 3 we headed to our next destination, Shizuoka. We visited the castle and walked through the surrounding park, and we immediately felt the city's welcoming and relaxed atmosphere. Later, we arrived in Kanbara, where our hostel was located. We spent the next few days simply enjoying this charming small town. Unfortunately, it was quite cloudy, so we couldn't see Mount Fuji. But even without a famous view, the area had its own quiet beauty. After that, we continued on to Tokyo with a quick stop in Kamakura. Kamakura surprised us with the best pain au chocolat, a truly peaceful vibe, great food overall, and of course the famous Great Buddha. Eventually, we arrived in Tokyo in the district of Shinjuku, where we stayed at an onsen hotel. We woke up very early to visit Sensoji Temple in Asakusa before the crowds arrived, and it was absolutely worth it. We also explored some of Tokyo's most iconic sites, including the Hachiko Statue, Shibuya Crossing, Meiji Shrine, and Harajuku. We ended the day with an amazing dinner at our hotel. Our next stop was Tochigi, where we had a tour with the local guide, Yuko from Local Living Japan. She showed us around the Ashikaga school historic area and gave us the opportunity to dress in kimonos, which made the experience even more special. We had lunch at a wonderful restaurant called Tofu Harada, where they make organic tofu themselves and serve it fresh in the restaurant. We also enjoyed strolling through a beautiful maple alley before visiting Orihime Shrine to pray for relationships. You know, small details like that made the experience feel authentic and meaningful. Later that day, we visited Bannaji Temple, once the clan temple of the Ashikaga family. Walking through the historic grounds, you could immediately feel the weight of history. The temple is surrounded by old stone walls and peaceful gardens, but what really stood out was the enormous ginkgo tree towering over everything. It felt ancient, almost protective, as if it had been quietly watching over the temple for centuries. In the late afternoon, before heading to the flower festival, we took things a little slower. We stopped for a short break at a small, cozy cafe, and then simply strolled through the streets of Ashikaga. It was one of those calm travel moments. No rush, no big plans. Just soaking in the atmosphere of the town. As the evening approached, we made our way to Ashikaga Flower Festival, famous for its breathtaking wisteria, although in November it was not in bloom. So they illuminated the plants and flowers. That night, we stayed at a traditional ryokan called Ryokan Ganka Inn. Sleeping on futons, wearing yukata and enjoying the quiet surroundings made the experience incredibly authentic. That day was all about tradition and craftsmanship. From a peaceful meditation session at a Zen temple with a monk, to hands-on workshops like straw braiding and indigo dyeing, we fully immersed ourselves in centuries-old techniques. And to end it on a special note, our indigo teacher even invited us to a private concert featuring an ancient instrument. And then we headed to Nagusa to visit the famous megalith, a place that served as one of the inspirations for the anime and manga Demon Slayer. Standing there in real life, you could immediately see why. Slowly it was time to head back towards Tokyo.
もうどうでもいいシャレにならないくらい極め肝がいて投げやりまた悔やんで冴えない表情を映す鏡に違うよ息づきをして今日も泳ぎ続けよういつかまた花歌街に出笑い飛ばすからその日まで待ってて回れ回
Our last days in the city felt different, a little more reflective. We visited Gotokuji Temple, often called the Lucky Cat Temple. You can see why.
諦めないよ今日も歌い続けよういつかまた花歌混じりで笑い飛ばすからその日まで待ってて回れ回れと回る回るそう君の笑顔で
We also got the chance to have a seat at the Shirohige's cream puff factory. And I finally got to taste this delicious cream puffs. Looking back, our journey through Japan was filled with culture, warmth, incredible food and unforgettable encounters. It's these moments, the quiet temples, family dinners, local traditions and reunions with friends that made the trip truly special. Thanks for watching. If you want to see some photo shots, stay till the end. Bye!